Hi YouTube, it's Lana and I'm here today with a Boxycharm. This one is for April, but first I need to go over everything I got in both my February and my March boxes because I got a wee bit behind on posting them because my computer, no, actually it was, I think my camera ate the video that I originally filmed for February. But first off, for February, one thing I had was this Trestique mascara and eyeliner duo that I decided to put up for swap. It is still up for swap currently. I also got the Tulip Skincare So Poreless Deep Exfoliating Blackhead Scrub. I have been really enjoying this the last like two months that I've been using it because I've been using it since February. So it's just this gel-based scrub. Like, it's not a massively scrubby scrub, like it's got it in there, but all the gel in there kind of makes it less harsh. So I've been really enjoying that. Another thing that I enjoyed fine, although I wouldn't necessarily, they're fine. I mean, they're eyeshadow brushes. This is from the Glamiere, I believe it's called. Yes, they are dirty right now. I haven't had a chance to wash them. But they're the ones that have the little glitter parts in them. They're fine. I mean, they do the job, but they're okay. And then I have two products, one that I hated and one that I'm having a little bit of issue with, but I'm still kind of willing to try and work with it. Now, the thing that I hated, I used it once and it was so bad I couldn't even test it again. It's the EVO Beauty Pore Effect Primer with a matte finish. Now, I don't know why this completely disagreed with my skin, but it immediately peeled off. Like, peeled off my foundation, was peeling off before I put on my foundation, like something about this. And I wasn't using anything new or different, so I don't know what happened, but it was so bad that I refused to use it again. And I know it could have just been something, it doesn't agree with something in my skincare, but like, I'm not using anything super weird or anything, so no. And I read reviews online on Boxycharm's website, and other people had the same issue where they said it was like flaking off, but it was like pilling. You're getting like little balls of, I guess, product coming right off. So no, I will be throwing this in the trash. I don't even want to give this to anybody else. It's so bad. Now, the thing that I kind of want to work with, because today I had a good experience with it, but the first time I tried it, it was not so great. It's the Ace Beauté Nostalgia Palette. Now, I will insert the first look I did here, where I had Fun, this shimmery gold shade, all over the lid, and I know I had Theme Park, this matte green shade in the crease. I believe I had this Burgundy Hiking in my outer V. And as you will see from the picture, oh my god, the shimmery shade went all up into my eyelid. Now, and I was like, ooh, do I need to wear a glitter primer with these shimmery shades? Because there's only 3 of them in the palette. I didn't have much issue with the matte shades. Now today I am wearing Heat all over my lid. I want to say it was Picnic, the bright pink in the crease, and Raspberry on my outer V and on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to come in closer so that you can see. But so far today, I haven't really been having that issue of all the glitter like transferring, but here are what the shades look like swatched. So I don't know if it was just a one-time deal or what, but so I want to hold on to it for now, maybe test the yellow shade with a glitter primer, see if it sticks better, but I really wanted to get this filmed, so. And I haven't been wearing makeup too much this month due to, you know, other random circumstances, so I didn't want to hold off filming any longer, basically. Now, as for March, I believe there's one thing that I did not keep in March. Yep. The B Beauty Barbarella eyeshadow palette, just very neutral. It is actually already gone. I already swapped it with somebody. And I hope she is enjoying it. Other than that, we have this, what is this? The G by Gennaro brush holder. Mine is full of dirty brushes, of course. I did have eye brushes in here as well, but I took them all out so that I could wash them soon. But we'll throw the Glamiere eyeshadow brushes in there real quick, but it works. Holds them really well. Hasn't broken or anything like that, so I'm happy with it. I don't know if I would necessarily pay $34 for that, but I'm happy with it, so I don't really have any complaints. I've only been using this for a couple of days, so I don't have like a full on, I've been using this for a month and it's done this and this for my skin review, but it has been feeling really nice. It's the Glow Recipe Plum Pump Hyaluronic Serum. I've been using this at night. Here is what it looks like. This is actually in my 50 Shades of Purple project pan, so if you really want to know how it goes, like 1 month, 2 months in, continue watching that and I will mention it in there. But so far it's been good. Let's see. Oh, this thing. I was kind of weirded out by this last time. It's the Omni Skincare Lip Mask. It's $42, y'all. Now, I complained last time and somebody else pointed out they had the same issue, that for $42 you could put the label on straight. So I still feel that way. And somebody else had that same problem, so I'm not the only one. This thing is kind of weird. Like, it tingles and it plumps up your lips for a little while. I didn't have any long-lasting glitter when I used it, so I don't know about that, but it's a little messy. I don't know if I'd want to put this on like while I'm doing my makeup, then wipe it off, but it was fun enough to use. It's something I can use up. Will I necessarily purchase again? I don't think so, but it's fun. It's got like a minty tingle to it. Let's see. Aloe vera gel, jojoba oil, vitamin E, peppermint flavor oil. That's what's giving it the tingle. It's like, this thing straight up smells like peppermint. What is that? Peppermint oil. Makes sense. That is probably what's irritating the lips and giving them a little bit of that tingle, which makes them plump up for a little while. Now, I will admit there's something here I haven't used. I've just been working on other stuff, and it is the Rose Quartz Hair Mask. I had to ask my husband to open it for me because I couldn't even get it open. Yeah, like it's still sealed. I haven't even opened it yet, but let's open it. And it does smell like rose, but not like, it's actually less obnoxious of a rose. Like, I was expecting to get hit in the face by rose by just smelling it straight out the tub, but it's quite pleasant. So that's good to know. I'm sure it will moisturize my hair. How much? I don't know. I will let you guys know next month. Have the Fenty Beauty Foundation. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte one. They have like a new hydrating one now too, but that would not be for me at all. Too oily skin for that sort of thing. Mine is in the shade 105, which actually does match me. Now, I did a review on this a couple of years ago where I basically said I liked it, but I don't necessarily know if it's worth the price. I still stand by that, but this is really good. Like, this is actually a good color match for me. It does last on my face all day. I have no complaints about it. I just don't know if I want to pay $36 for a foundation, but say if I had a Sephora gift card and I'd gotten my foundation numbers down a good bit, because right now I'm at like 19, including this. But if I had gotten to that point, I would consider repurchasing this if I had like a gift card of some variety, because $34 is still a lot. $36 is still a lot. The brush thing is $34. Next, I have this KVD Vegan Beauty Brush. As you guys can see, I did paint over it with nail polish. I need to clean up the bottom, but I need to wash this. But it's a good enough foundation brush. I wish it, as much as I appreciate the pointed part in my nose, to like get around my nose area, I kind of wish it was a little bit bigger, like just a little more high bills every video. I wish it had a little bit more space to it, like say, compare it to, because I just happen to have it here, compare it to this one from Complex Culture, that Ipsy brand. I wish it was a little bit bigger like this one. That is like my only complaint about it. I'm glad I didn't purchase this, even though you could find it for like half off everywhere right now, because I think they're rebranding or something like that. Like, they've already changed the name. I think they're leaning towards changing the aesthetic at some point. So it's not, it wouldn't be, I wouldn't mind it if I had purchased it for half price, but I'd be a little annoyed if I purchased it for full price, and I'm kind of like, oh, I wish this was a little bit bigger. So that is my rambly review on it. And finally, I have the Dominique Cosmetics lip liner. I mean, it's a good lip liner. It's a like neutrally color that I can wear with most anything. I really enjoyed it. It's fine. I tend to enjoy most of the stuff that I get from Dominique Cosmetics, so I'm not surprised I like that one. So out with the old, in with the new. Let's see what we have here. This also has my March add-ons that I'll show you guys, because they started to just ship the previous month's add-ons with your next month's box. So I'll show those at the end too. But first we have, not everybody got a Natasha Denona palette, but most people did. And I actually, for my April add-ons, ordered the other one that I could have gotten. This one is the Ayana palette. And I initially thought about trying to swap this for the other one, but I'm like, these shades are still really pretty, so let me just see if it pops up at the next one. And it did for like $12, and I'm like, 12, worth 48, I can purchase that. So that is what they look like. They're more cool tone. Let's get some swatches for you guys. I don't know if the full palettes, if I would ever really want to spend, you know, $100 freaking dollars or whatever it is on them. Like, I think it's like 129 or something crazy like that. But y'all, these shadows are really, really nice. Like, they feel really nice. They, like, the shimmers really pop. They feel really smooth. They blend really well. They are damn good eyeshadows. Because I don't know if I could ever drop the whole $100, $200 on whichever palettes do, because you get those really big ones that are even more expensive. No. But I ain't mad at getting these. Next is actually my choice product. It is the Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. Now initially I thought this was the primer that, I think it was Sabrina that reviewed a while back, or it was similar to it, where you actually like put it in the fridge and make it cold. I don't think this is like that. I think this is just something that feels cold going on. So I'm still interested to try it, but it's not quite what I thought it was. Let me get the little topper off. Here is what it looks like. Like, this is a weird consistency of a primer. I hope you guys can see that. Like, it feels bizarre. And it does feel cold, so I'm guessing that is the icy part of it, so it will feel really nice during the summer months. Not that it doesn't already almost feel like freaking summer here. I take that back, it doesn't actually feel like summer here because it's not muggy enough to actually feel like summer here. It's just already getting hot. Now let me read you a little blurb about it real quick. Lock your looks in place and keep them cool with Icy Sherbet Primer. This gel primer has an instant cooling effect once applied that hydrates and preps skin for makeup. This formula is silicone-free with water-capturing technology to lock in moisture and leave your skin feeling silky smooth. Now, a hydrating primer in the summer doesn't necessarily go with my oily-ass skin, or even in the spring, honestly, but we'll play with it and see. Next is something I'm not going to keep, and that's because it's actually not from a cruelty-free brand. I was not sure until I looked it up. So I'm not going to open it. It came like this, but I will insert a picture of what the shade looks like. It is the Mally Evercolor Shadow Stick Extra Velvet in the shade Ivory. It's hard to read it, but I'll insert the picture of it here. It's just a matte cream shade. It's something that I could definitely use and use up, but Mally's not cruelty free, so I'm not keeping it. It's up for a swap on my subscriptionaddiction.com. I wish that it came in a box though, like it floating around like this, like there's no seal or anything on it, kind of, but that's how it came. Next is a lipstick. It is the Laura Geller Iconic Baked Sculpting Lipstick. Now, mine is in the shade Broadway Plum. It's a beautiful shade, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't necessarily send this out in a spring box, you know? I will say, it does look like it would go pretty well with the eyeshadow palette that I got. Like, that's them together. But, I don't know. I do appreciate a magnetic closure. This did come with a box. I just already got rid of all my boxes, so keep that to myself. And the final product is the Kinder Beauty Kinder Glow Highlighting Palette. Now, initially I was like, did they just send me some cheap ass shit? But despite it being inexpensive, I will say I've been playing with it, and this is what it looks like on the inside right here. Just, you know, 4 little highlighters. This top highlighter right here, if you like a bam in your face highlighter, that is it. Especially if you have light skin like I do, and a lot of like the Ofra highlighters are too damn dark for you. Now I can use 2 of the other 3 as well. Like this dark one down here is a little bit too orange for me. But that first one was the one that really caught my attention. So here's all of them down my arm right here. So yeah, $15 for that little highlighter alone, I think is actually worth it. And it comes with a mirror. It doesn't flop around so you get too much. So you can actually like sit there and use it as a compact. I am oily. I can tell that right now. And my 2 add-ons, one was a setting spray that came in a different box that I was curious about. The Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. Does smell like rose. I did sniff it earlier. And I got what was in a premium box in March, the Natasha Denona Coral eyeshadow palette. That's, I don't know if I think I will insert swatches for this one because my hands are pretty much covered in eyeshadow, but this is what it looks like. Now this is a springtime palette. Like that, the other one is a little on the cool side, like it makes me think more like winter, but I feel this is a lot more spring. Coral, spring definitely goes together. And the other one that they were shipping out, I don't know if the color story goes together, but the colors definitely screamed spring to me, and I'm sure you've seen it around if you've watched anybody's videos, but you'll see it in my Boxycharm video next month because I did it as an add-on. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!